Hypnosis can change your brain. It'll actually build gray matter. A recent study in meditation at Harvard University showed that meditation literally builds gray matter in the brain. Stick around, find out more. Live, trance, and prosper. Hi, I'm Dr. David Phillips. Welcome to HYPNO News. That's when I talk about different studies or news in the hypnosis community of interest to me and hopefully to you. A recent study at Harvard University over test subjects who took part in an 8-week program of mindfulness meditation showed results that astonished even the most experienced researcher. The study at Harvard showed that when they worked with folks with Massachusetts General Hospital, they found that those folks who did a mindfulness meditation program for 8 weeks, the MRI scans documented and showed clearly that they had an increase, a massive increase of gray matter in the brain. Now this is important. It's not just that the brain got bigger, it's that certain areas became more robust. In fact, essentially what happened is the areas of the brain associated with a sense of peacefulness and physical relaxation were shown clearly to have been developed. Now, meditators have always said that they feel this wonderful sense of peace after meditation, and it lasts throughout the day. Well, the studies have shown which areas are developed, and they've actually documented the brain change. See, a question before was when they've done studies of MRI scans on meditators, say monks and the like, who do a lot of meditation all the time, they found that there were structural changes in the areas associated with empathy, peacefulness, and cooperation. But they kind of had a question of, well, maybe those structural changes, not structural changes, but structural differences, are because the kind of people who go into meditation are the kind of people who already are different in that aspect than the general population. Well, this study shows that it's not that completely. That could be a factor. Gentle people are attracted to gentle things. But it's very clear that if you go into a meditative state, they use mindfulness meditation. You can use other forms of experiential hypnosis. Experiential hypnosis, not just daydreaming, but really getting in there. And you'll very likely see the same structural changes. Now, how long was the process that these folks went through? About 27 minutes every day. They would go into a mindfulness meditation practice. So for about half an hour a day, you can find yourself permanently changing structures in your brain that lead to a peaceful attitude, a serene quality in your life, and relaxation. You're going to be less affected by the stress of life. That doesn't mean there's no stress, but it does mean it doesn't bother you as much, which also means, as folks who watch my videos already know, that if you have less stress and worry, your creative aspects of your mind can come up with solutions more readily. This is a very, very fascinating study, and they found that none of the changes that they saw in the increase of gray matter density in the hippocampus or the part of the brain associated with self-awareness, compassion, and introspection None of those changes were observed in the control group that didn't go through the process. So want to change your brain for the better? Breathe in, breathe out, close your eyes and relax and begin to focus. Focus, intensify your imaginative involvement and other good things. But you can go to our web pages and find stuff on that. Or, of course, there are other fine folks who teach mindfulness or other sorts of experiential hypnosis. I hope that's been interesting or helpful to you. Be sure to click subscribe so that you can get notifications from YouTube whenever we have new videos coming out. We tend to have new videos every week. Well, we don't tend to have new videos every week. We have new videos every week. On Tuesdays, it's HYPNO News and Rants, sometimes a rant. Wednesdays, well, that's tips, tricks, and methods where I talk you through a new trance technique or how to do things. That's also when I answer your questions. So if you have questions, be sure to comment so that I can answer them. Maybe I'll even make a video about your question. Thursdays are special. That's trance time, when I guide you through an authentic trance experience. Be sure to check out our web pages. Lots of good stuff on the web page. And of course, once a month we have a webinar or seminar where you can interact with us live. So remember, click subscribe, and very, very importantly, this is Dr. Brian David Phillips saying, live trance and prosper. Bye-bye.